heard about the program called Parents as Teachers, but I never really knew what it was about except for what my professors told me. So I decided to do some research. I got in contact with the Vice President of Government and Community Engagement, and she talked to me about how Parents as Teachers can help future educators like myself, and also just talk about how the program worked. So I'm making this video called Top 8 Things That All Future Educators Should Know About Parents as Teachers. First, you need to know about the basic information about the program. Parents as Teachers, also known as PAT, is a nonprofit international organization. It actually services all 50 states and also 5 other countries. The goal is to promote early development, learning, and health in young children by providing services for their parents and family members. Parents as Teachers was founded in Missouri, and their national center is actually located in St. Louis, Missouri. Services are provided through the schools, health providers, Easter Seals Midwest, United Way, lots of different ways. Second, you should know their position statement. They state that they believe that young children learn and grow in strong families where parents are able to successfully face the challenge of caring for their children and also their work and other responsibilities. So they're not going to make the program obnoxiously a lot of work. They want to integrate it into the child's daily life, not make it more work on the parent, but actually make it so that it fits into the daily lives. Third, you should know how the program is set up. It is a home visiting style model, so they actually go to the home of the child. Parents are the child's first teacher, so this program is to help prepare them to be equipped and ready to be that educator for their children. The program has 4 main components: personal visits, group connections, child screenings, and also a resource network. And all of these services are provided on a local level, so within the community that the child lives in. Parents as Teachers has actually developed a foundational curriculum and approach that aligns with state early learning standards. There's 5 main categories that they focus on. They focus on social and emotional development, approaches to learning, literacy and language development, physical well-being and motor development, and also general and cognitive knowledge. So any lesson that they provide, it falls under one of the main state early learning standards. So one of their lessons is called My Child Keeps Saying I'm Scared, and that would fall under the social and emotional development category of state learning standards. The curriculum for Parents as Teachers is focused on the parent and student interactions, development-centered parenting, which means parenting and development actually have a direct connection, and then also the general well-being of the family, which means that they're going to provide resources and protective factors for the families. 5, you should know who is teaching the children. So in order to become a parent educator, you have to either have a high school diploma or a GED, 2 years of experience of working with young children and their families, and then you also have to go through 3 trainings. There's 3 trainings provided by the Parents as Teachers program to help prepare these parent educators to work with families. Foundational curriculum is birth through age 3. Foundational curriculum 2 is age 3 through kindergarten, and then there's also one called model implementation, which teaches them how to actually implement the strategies. 6, you need to know about the school districts and the budgets for it. So in 1984, Missouri actually passed a statute that required all school districts to provide parent education for the families of the students within that district. The Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, also known as DESE, provide funding to all of the school districts for Parents as Teachers. 7, you need to know about how it affects family engagement. Parents as Teachers have found statistical data that proves that the families that have participated in their program are more likely to be involved once their child gets to an elementary school and upper grades. 63% of the families that participated in the Parents as Teachers program scheduled their own parent-teacher conference. For the parents that didn't participate in the program, only 37% of them actually took the initiative. As a future educator, I want those families that are engaged and wanting to help out in the classroom. They found that families that participated in the program are more likely to volunteer at the school, come to school events, help their child with their homework, and then also communicate on a more often basis with their teacher. And 8, you need to know about advocacy. So Parents as Teachers is actually a resource for both educators and parents for advocacy for their children. Parents as Teachers actually sends out notifications and updates about things that are happening in government currently. So if there's a new bill or a law coming through, they notify the families and the educators that have signed up. So if you want to become involved, you can actually go to their website, you can sign up for the updates. It also tells you who you can get in contact with in order to fight this issue, so local representatives or state representatives. So they provide you resources and ways to get in contact with people to change the hot topic issues that are in your area. Okay, I hope you got all of that because that was a lot of information. But that's the 8 things that a future educator should know about the Parents as Teachers program.